Greetings, duplicant, and welcome to the breach. So, our new colony. Interesting things. Cool steam vent just there. But we have some natural gas down here, so that's probably where our natural gas vent is, which is good to know. This is the start of cycle 10. Our guys are just doing some background tasks, but we need to decide what we're going to do. And we're going to dig out more stuff. I'm not ready to unlock all that carbon dioxide just yet. We have more water at the bottom of this base. We've got these two reserves of water, and then we've got a little bit of water up there. That's a very small slime biome. Could be useful to help us with our oxygen production once we've unlocked the deodorizers. Cycle 11. Time flies, eh? Really need our next portal activation printing pod to give us... Oh, numpty. There's not a lot of oxygen down here, is there? Let's rectify that problem. That'll be a great haul, which will give us a good boost for our morale and give us a little bit more leeway in choosing our skills that we need. Great hall, barracks, latrine. Right. Obviously, we need an operator. I think it's going to be Nisbet. Yep, we are going with Nisbet. Skills, Nisbet. You are going to get improved carry to start off with. Priorities. Nisbet, operating, supplying, storing, tidying. Look at the schedule. We'll add Nisbet to the first schedule. Now we're getting our toilets unblocked. Excellent work there. Our digging's coming on quite nicely down here. We drop that down into here, get this transferred to here, pump that over there, and we'll have our water here. Natural gas geyser, as I thought. Ruby's looking good. Scientists with a side interest in branching. Skills, Ruby, advanced research. Schedule. Oops. Oh well. Priorities. Ruby, you are going to be our researcher. Well, that was gone from having barely any duplicates to having a handful of duplicates to run around and get things done, which is nice, which is going to speed up a lot. So let's look at the power situation. We want these. Oh. Now we have a quality researcher, we're going to go into advanced research. Well, that's handy. Stick a bomb right in our barracks. Oh yeah, excellent. Cooking, having something with cuisine would be nice, but anemic and noodle arms. I think we're just going to go for the algae. Underneath where the latrines were, we've got some polluted dirt and some polluted water. We're going to build some deodorizers here to clean up the polluted air that it releases. We're going to set up our research so we can upgrade the latrines and basins into lavatories and sinks. We're now ready to finalise the build process on the water tank and then start pouring the water. Thankfully from now on it's only post-edited voiceover, so you won't be able to hear me breathe in and out. This first water pocket will be easy to get rid of. Just build a vertical ladder and then pour the water directly down into the tank below. Okay, slight change of plan. I only need to build the ladder between the two levels and then I can just dig upwards and then pour the water that way. So if you look at Hassan, oh, great construction, but 3 negatives, one of them being he needs the light on to sleep, so that's a no from me. Mimar is great at supplying, but can't do any building, so that's a no from me as well. And Leah, doctoring and suit wearing, no, don't think I need one of those. Setting up the research so we can build some ranches. This was obviously the design right from the start with our choice of duplicants. Slight change of plan. I'm no longer going to pump the water into the water tank. I'm just going to build an access tunnel between the right and the left hand side of the main ladder, which is going to make pouring the water from the right hand side of the base to the left hand side of the base so much easier. I do love pouring large amounts of water in oxygen not included. Just watching the cascade is mesmerising and very relaxing. Sorry if you have a sudden urge to go to the toilet. It's time to upgrade the toilet area now, and we're going to build over the top of our existing area, so we have to keep the toilets usable at all times for our duplicants. It's easier to build the toilets in a new area, but I want to keep the base where it is at the moment, so I don't want to start building a new area specifically for toilets. This is my standard toilet setup. We're going to recirculate water around the toilets and the sink, and then we're going to sieve that water. Any excess water that we have is going to be fed to some reed fibre. We will have a constant need of reed fibre to repair our atmospheric suit, so it's a good use. Alternatively, we could use the light from the printer portal and grow bristle blossom. With this setup, we also don't need to prime it with a large amount of water. As long as we can fill the header tank up, we're good to go on either a sink or a toilet. I will be filling the header tank of a sink up because it's closest to where the water will flow in from. The framework for the toilet is all set up. We're just going to add a little bit of water to the first sink we've built. I always think it's worth getting the toilet set up as soon as possible, even before you have a permanent supply of power and you're just using the hamster wheels. Our toilet setup is missing 2 ingredients at the moment. A water tank to deal with any overflow issues, and also reed fibre to actually make sure we don't have any overflow issues. I'm not desperate for a duplicate at the moment, so I'm just going to take the sandstone. I'm contemplating how desperately I need a water tank, and at one point you can see that I'm going, yeah, I need the water tank immediately, and then I change my mind and I go, no, it can wait. All the polluted water from the latrines is being dumped next to the deodorizers. I don't normally give my duplicants showers, but these lot don't have to live like students and have deodorant body washes. It's an extra little morale boost, and I don't need a lot of toilets and sinks because I'm not going to have a lot of duplicants. Well, everything seems to be working great. They've had a shower, the toilets and sinks are working. Just need to add the overflow and then the reed fibre. In my last playthrough I got a request to do longer episodes, so at the moment I'm trying to come up with a workflow that allows me to produce longer videos without it taking me twice as long as to produce them. At the start of this video I was trying to do a live commentary voiceover and I don't think that worked at all, so I'm just going to go back to post editing voiceover. We're just going to build some tiles to squeeze the water over to the left hand side of our main ladders. As before, neither of these two duplicants interest me, and I'm just going to pick up the blossom seeds. Building all these tiles to push the water to the left is a lot quicker than building a little wall and then pumping the water over to the other side. By making the extra room to the right of the ladder, it's going to give me an opportunity to build an airlock before I go into the slime biome. Well, I won't need to update my research queue for a while now, going for an end run on the atmospheric suits. Here you can see I've built the airlock in preparation for entering the slime biome. I've also built a hamster wheel that will power the deodorizers as I work. Even though this temporary liquid lock will slow the duplicates down slightly, I feel that separating the air with slime lung in from the clean air as a benefit over a long term. This isn't a massive slime biome, but my duplicates aren't very skilled at the moment, so let's go into montage mode and speed things up a little. I'll be spamming down deodorizers, which will turn the sand into clay, which the clay can then be turned into ceramics, which will be useful later on. And obviously turning polluted air into clean air and removing the slime lung eventually is going to be a big bonus to the colony. Opening up the slime biome will give me access to reed fibre for making the atmospheric suits later on. I'm also able to produce some mushrooms if I have plenty of carbon dioxide and I can use some of the slime up. Access to gold amalgam is obviously great, but another thing that is great about the slime biomes is the access to fish, which will help me feed my duplicates once I've got a kitchen set up. Well, that's not surprising at all. A duplicant wanting to take a dip when there's no access to the body of water he's fallen into. So this is a very aggressive way to go into the slime biome. All the duplicates that enter here are going to get slime lung, but the slime lung doesn't do a great deal to you. It slows you down a little bit, and I believe it's better just to grind through it, get lots of deodors up and running, and clean the air out that way. If I'd greatly increased the difficulty setting, what I'd have done was gone in, spammed a few deodorizers, got out, done some other chores, and waited for the deodorizers to work and clean out the polluted oxygen into clean oxygen, then rinsed and repeat until I'd cleared out the whole biome, but that would have taken a long time. You should be able to see that there's a vent or geyser to the right hand side of the slime biome, so that's something to look forward to when we get to the bottom to find out what that is. I'd forgotten to change my building material. I was still trying to build ladders out of sandstone instead of moving on to sedimentary. Using local materials speeds up the build process. As I plan on only having a low duplicate count, the reed fibres won't grow as fast, which will be a problem because they now are needed to repair suits as well as just build them. So we're going to build some aquaponics tiles and grow some reed fibre for later use. Yes, I did hook up the water tank incorrectly. I could have just edited this out, but you deserve to see everything. As you can see, the natural gas geyser is erupting, so that's going to be really good or really bad depending on how you deal with it. As it was pointed out in episode 1, there is no oil at the bottom of this asteroid. It's now just a warm biome with some access to some refined iron, which is rather nice. This is going to make getting into ranching and producing a self-powered oxygen maker a breeze. At the beginning of early access, this biome was rather warm at between 40 and 60 degrees Celsius because of the number of volcanoes located within it. But we seem to be lucky. It's a more manageable 30 degrees Celsius, nice and balmy, and the duplicates can keep on working without breaking into too much of a sweat. we'll get cracking with some automation research. I was very pleased to see this was a polluted water vent. It's the access to water that makes your base sustainable. We now know that growing reed fibre is not going to be a problem, and neither is oxygen production. So this is our base after 40 cycles. I'm happy with what we've got completed so far, and if you look at the slime biome, there's a lot less polluted oxygen around. Those deodorizers are doing some serious work. We're 47 cycles deep. We are still working on the slime biome. We've cracked open another biome as well, and we're working around the natural gas vent, which we should be opening up in the next episode. Yep, I am making it super nice for my duplicants. They've got carpeted floor. No, thank you. Well, that's 50 cycles completed. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.